At 83, I've learned a lot about life, its joys, its struggles, and the choices that shape our later years. But if there's one decision I deeply regret, it's this: moving into a nursing home. At first, it seemed like the best choice. My family reassured me that I'd have everything I needed: care, comfort, and a peaceful life. I believed them. But once I got here, I realized the reality was far from what I imagined. I know many of you might be considering this option, either for yourself or for a loved one. Maybe you think it's the safest decision. Maybe you've been told it will make life easier. But before you take that step, let me share 6 hard truths I wish I had known before moving in. Because the truth is, life in a nursing home doesn't just change your surroundings, it changes everything. And once you're in, getting out is harder than you think. Stay with me until the end, because some of these lessons might surprise you. And if you know someone thinking about a nursing home, this video could be exactly what they need to hear before making a life-changing decision. Regret number 1: losing my independence. The biggest shock wasn't the small room, the meal schedules, or the unfamiliar face. It was the realization that I had lost control over my own life. Before, I decided when to wake up, when to eat, and how to spend my day. I could take a walk whenever I wanted or cook my own meals. But inside the nursing home, my time was no longer my own. Breakfast is at a set time whether you're hungry or not. Lights out happens on schedule even if you're not tired. Want to take a walk outside? You need permission and someone to assist you if they're available. Even simple decisions like what to eat or what to wear feel like privileges instead of basic rights. I remember my first week here. I woke up, reached for my favorite book only to realize this wasn't home. My books, my chair, the little comforts I'd spent years collecting were gone. The hardest part? Once you give up your independence, getting it back is almost impossible. If you're considering a nursing home, ask yourself, are you ready to give up the small freedoms that make life yours? Because once they're gone, you'll miss them more than you ever thought possible. If you're still watching and find this insight valuable, comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's move forward. Regret number 2: feeling forgotten. One of the hardest truths about moving into a nursing home is realizing that the world keeps moving without you. At first, my family visited often. My daughter came once a week. My grandkids visited on weekends. For a while, it felt like I still had a connection to my old life. But then, the visits became less frequent. My daughter started calling instead of coming. My grandkids got busy with school and work. Holidays were the hardest. Everyone promised to visit, but plans always changed at the last minute. And suddenly, I found myself sitting alone in the common room, watching others stare at the door, hoping today would be the day someone remembered them. The truth is, life goes on for everyone else. When you're not around every day, people assume you're fine. But you're not. One night, I sat in my room, holding my phone, debating whether to call my son. I didn't want to be a burden. I didn't want to remind him that I was here, waiting for a visit that might never come. That's when it hit me. This was my life, now watching the days go by, hoping to be remembered. If you're thinking about a nursing home, ask yourself, are you prepared for the loneliness? Because no matter how much your family loves you, once you're out of sight, it's easier than you think to become out of mind. If you're still here, comment number 2 below and let me know. Now, let's move on. Regret number 3: losing my sense of purpose. I thought moving to a nursing home just meant changing where I lived. I didn't realize it meant changing why I lived. At home, I had responsibilities. I had hobbies. I had a reason to wake up every morning, watering my plants, making my own coffee, keeping my space tidy. They seemed small, but they gave me purpose. Here, everything is done for me. Meals, cleaning, laundry. At first, I thought it would be nice to just relax. But after a few weeks, I felt empty. The days felt long, with nothing to do but wait. I saw it in others too. Once a gorge, once a carpenter, used to build furniture in his garage. Here, no tools, no projects, just waiting for time to pass. I watched as he slowly faded away, his once skilled hands, now idle in his lap. And I knew exactly how he felt. When you stop having a reason to get up, the mind slows down. The body follows. So ask yourself, what gives your life meaning? Because once you move in, finding purpose isn't as easy as filling your time. It's about holding on to what makes you feel alive. If you're still watching, comment number 3 below. Now, let's continue. Regret number 4. Declining health. Faster than expected. Before I moved in, I was doing fine for my age. I could still take care of myself, go for walks, and cook my own meals. Then suddenly, I wasn't cooking. Meals were brought to me. I wasn't walking as much. I sat more, moved less. My legs got weaker. Standing up felt harder. And before I knew it, I felt like I aged 10 years in just a few months. The truth is, the less you do, the weaker you become. If I had known how fast I'd lose my strength, I would have fought harder to keep moving. So ask yourself, will you still have the motivation to stay active when everything is designed to make life effortless? Because once you slow down, getting back up isn't easy. Comment number 4 below if this resonates with you. Regret number 5. The loss of privacy and dignity. At home, I had my space. I could close my door. I had privacy. Here, you're never truly alone. Staff come in and out. Room checks. You might have a roommate you didn't choose. Even using the bathroom sometimes means waiting for help. It's not that they're unkind, but it's hard to accept that you need permission for basic things. Ask yourself, are you ready to give up the privacy you've had your whole life? Final thoughts. Looking back, I don't regret growing older, but I do regret believing that a nursing home was my only option. If I could do it over, I'd fight harder to stay in my own home. So before you make this decision, ask yourself, is this truly what's best for me? Or just what seems easiest right now? If this video helped you, leave a comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another important video. Thank you for watching. Stay strong.